Imagine being a magical being so powerful that you make Superman into Doomsday. Like, what? Circe is a being that traded her soul for the power of the goddess Hecate and used her magic to become the ultimate avenger of all wronged women. And she really can't stand men. Circe is one of those characters and very different than your ordinary type of character. She's one of those characters that's not afraid of using her magic to get the jump on you. She will even pretend to be Wonder Woman and try to seduce a man like that, because that's like every dude's fantasy, is to get Wonder Woman to pull up on you. But yeah, it ain't really Wonder Woman doing that. She seems to have a lot of issues with men, but when it comes to certain men like Ares, she likes his style. Yeah, they're pretty close when it comes to Mackin. Yeah, Ares. And she seems to can't stand Wonder Woman. She is a Wonder Woman villain. Do you like magical type beings? Characters like Circe are definitely for you, whether it be old stuff or new stuff. She be transforming men into animals. To sum it up, she's basically a magical type character. She's a legendary sorceress, very related to Greek mythology type stuff, aka Wonder Woman. When you look at why she was so strong, she sucked more power. And beings like Hecate answered her prayers to be the instrument of her vengeance against the gods who wronged her and the humanity that worshipped them. So Circe got a proposition. To attain immortality, eternal beauty, and incredible power, all that we needed to do was trade our souls, they said. Which she agreed to, of course. And all this stuff is the reason why she started making men into beasts, get her revenge and stuff like that, crushing the mortals, to the point where every man feared her name. Her post-crisis self and her stuff in the newer comics, when it comes to her abilities and origin, are kind of similar, but just a slight difference here and there. In more recent comics, when it comes to Circe, stuff she prayed for the power she needed, and her prayers got answered, kind of similar to post-crisis. And she was told to speak her name. You are the witch queen, the protector of women. You are Hecate. She was bestowed with 1/5 of the immortal soul, which give you life and the means to wield great power. And that's the legend of Circe in newer-ish-esque type stuff. In newer stuff, alongside Wonder Woman, Circe was marked with the witch mark of Hecate as well, just like Wonder Woman. Before the gods first walked the earth, before all the pantheons of all the cultures of the world, there was Hecate. She was the primal woman incarnate, maidenhood to motherhood to crone, birth, creation, death. Her symbol was the full moon, the symbol of mankind's great collective unconscious. She represented nature itself and the potential of nature. They would come to call her the triple goddess of magic, the witch mother, in the newer lore talking about her, which is kind of similar to post-crisis anyway. This kind of helps you understand how strong Circe is for later on in the video type stuff. To protect her boundless power from the growing darkness, she broke it into 5 pieces and hid it within 5 young women until the hour came that she would need to take that power back. One of them being Circe, one of them being Wonder Woman. It's corrosive power that's too much for the human soul. Should she activate it, she would be capable of controlling her witch-marked like puppet. And the thing about her is that she's not just magical, but she also has other perks like being bulletproof and can physically toss tanks. So she has superhuman qualities too. Physical. She can heal pretty quickly, might I add. It's evident when you see her getting in scuffles with God of War top tiers like Ares, even struck by a powerhouse like Wonder Woman, even getting in straight-on physical fights with Wonder Woman. It's the reason why she's a threat from Wonder Woman, so she automatically should be in that powerhouse-ish-esque Wonder Woman tier ranges in the hierarchy, if that makes sense. But I think we all can agree that her physicals is not what she shines in. It's really her blast or magical power, or one could say. She casted a cosmos-spanning enchantment that would mask all traces of the Titans Olympians conflict. The reason why you see in this panel it says Hecate is because Circe kind of became, one could say, the new Hecate, because her soul was passed on to Circe, kinda. And this is why she was able to cast a cosmos-spanning enchantment that would mask all traces of the Titans Olympians conflict. Being a versatile character, she can animate statues to fight you, can make herself invisible to everyone except for who she wishes. How do you capture somebody that can just jump through a mirror? She has the ability to reveal your true form. She creates a force field like around a city-sized area that big. Not even Superman can enter it because, magic ain't his thing. Thanks to the sheer number of enchantments she can do, she even stated she can seal somebody's mouth up for eternity. Everybody likes good old-fashioned energy blast. Kind of hard to misinterpret it, like blasting back the Gorgon sisters. Well, at least one of them. She has straight-on I-beams, just straight-up energy projective bolts. Her blast power is shown off to disarm Wonder Woman, and also she can use transforming magics on herself to give her bodies that make her equal of the strongest woman on Earth, and to defy the powers of her godly gifts. She can kind of make herself strong enough to where she can kind of battle Wonder Woman. Diana, Wonder Woman just minding her business, able to make her sleepy just like that, so she's definitely a powerhouse. She doesn't even need cavalry because she can just kind of give herself back up, like animating skeletons to fight for her, to fight Wonder Woman, or Donna Troy. Whatever she needs them to fight for her, she can just do this. She has artifacts that can even blast and really harm Black Adam real bad. And she has crazy defense because magical people always can summon shields and can damage you while the shield is up at the same time. She can even place shields on others. Back in the earlier days, it was implied Wonder Woman was made out of clay, so she kind of just turned her back into clay. You're probably thinking her blast power ain't that strong. She's only strong because of hacks. Well, she has enough raw power to knock out Wonder Woman, first of all, with her blast. And it's done more than once. She has to be a threat for Wonder Woman. It only makes sense. There's even writer intent about her blast being compared to gods like Ares in DC. And that's ridiculous. I have a video about him too. And when compared to Ares, she said it's worse. And of course, she's knocked her out yet again. And she obliterates Wonder Woman here with her blast. Beings like Hercules, as strong as he is, you know, somebody that is comparable to Shazam in strength because that's who Shazam gets his strength from is Hercules. And she can just teleport you away. If you still don't understand her power level, what about comparing her to other top 10 magical beings that I have videos about on the channel? Even Dr. Fate at the time she owns. Captain Atom, she can own him. And Geoforce's Kingdom, Night Night. And when it comes to Olympian deities, she's even gotten the upper hand over powerful beings like Hermes. Yeah. And who would have guessed? Knocks out Wonder Woman and Hippolyta. She can obliterate you without even saying a word. Batman, get out of her face. In this particular occasion, she was fighting Hippolyta and Wonder Woman until she was interrupted, of course. Who do you know that's mighty enough to capture Wonder Woman, Wonder Girl, and Donna Troy and had the nerve to take their power for herself because she just liked that? And when it comes to versatility, the common having almost every power you can think of applies to her. Like she can project herself like in a ghostly astral state across dimensions, pretend to be somebody she's not, pretending to be Hippolyta. Her spells are so powerful to where if she used the spell on herself to convince herself that she's a different being in order to get closer into Wonder Woman's circle or Diana's circle to catch her off guard and kill her that way, but it kind of backfired because the spell worked too well to where she literally became that character and even saved Diana's life. You know you're a magical being when you can impersonate Dr. Fate successfully. She can make illusions to plague you, even casting fake memories on stuff, making all this weird stuff. Yeah, I wasn't playing. When it comes to her blast power, she can do astral projection. She can even do a spell which tore through the fabric of time and space to move the land of Themyscira itself into another mystic dimension. So she basically sent Themyscira away, then she can just say, oh, I'm gonna bring it back. I can just bring back islands I sent away because I can. It's only natural she can create portals or just teleport away when she's in danger. It's like, what's the point of having super speed or flight when you can just go where you want to? She can even teleport away and bring the enemies with her, other than just teleporting you away. She's very tricky, like becoming a statue to blast you off guard, like in this occasion with Wonder Woman. One can say she has matter manipulation or molecule manipulation based on, you know, how magic people are, bringing folks back to life and stuff, and brings Medusa's head back to life, doing some weird magic mumbo jumbo. Ha! Yeah, these magical beings can do a lot of stuff. They're very scary if they can prepare for you. One could even argue they're even more scary if they prepare for you because they can like cast a litany of rituals before you even get there. What's stopping her from turning herself into dust in the middle of combat to make it where you can't hit her? Or if you're trying to punch her, what's stopping her from just becoming a freaking gas? Hercules, you get zapped. These magic people that have soul manipulation to implant you in different people's bodies to give you life, that's what part that makes it scarier too. What makes her scary is that her magic can affect beings that are top tier like Hercules, not just some fodder humans, turning them into beasts or mythical entities, turning soldiers into giant monkeys, sheep that try to hurt you, turn Superman into Doomsday. What? She turned all the male superheroes into beasts, turns Lex Luthor's guards into animals, turns men and women to demon-like beasts in this occasion. She's a great manipulator. If you have any doubt, she can enhance the doubt that you have. She manipulated Hippolyta. Her schemes involve her getting Diana to try to siphon off the power from Gaia herself. But you know Gaia in any universe is powerful, so of course she would try to siphon her power off in Greek lore. You know, since Wonder Woman's a part of the Greek-esque type lore anyway. And if you're random, just get out of my face, you get murdered. And of course she can douse the eternal flame. She doesn't have the flashy feats like Wonder Woman does when it comes to fighting speed, but based on the several amount of times they fought each other, Wonder Woman never seems to just speed blitz her to the point where she can't do anything. You would think if the speed advantage was just that much greater, you would think one of these occasions Wonder Woman would have speed blitzed her eventually, right? But it just doesn't seem to ever happen, you know? And knocked her out too many times like I showed earlier in this vid. Even in newer stuff, Circe can still do incredible magical things. Even time manipulating type stuff. Stated how she could freeze a temporal reality for a bit, pull us out of the moment, let us unwind. She spent a few years stuck in a second around 1983. I caught up on so much reading. And flight. You know, just your standard magician type stuff. She's mighty enough in new stuff to use magic, to seal up Wonder Woman in a rock formation to where Wonder Woman seems to have issues breaking out, so she's still the Wonder Woman tier, even in newer stuff. When it comes to blast power and magic, you see her locked up like that. So no matter which continuity, the writers want her to be in that range. Still can't get out. Finally, she broke out. And you guessed it, she's still able to turn men into beasts, demons, creatures and stuff. In this occasion, fighting Wonder Woman. What's up with her turning beings into creatures though, y'all? And she doesn't just have no fodder minions, guys. I mean, look at the stuff that be restraining Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has issues and doesn't just break out instantly. And you notice, yeah, even beings like Superman, her magic can subdue a portion of his strength. She can do magical stuff like open portals still. This is how her power is described. Immeasurable magic influenced the world of men from afar. She was mighty indeed. Yeah, but Circe's a beast. She just doesn't have that many appearances. I think she has like 40 appearances, even in the New 52. So, and even in the post-credits, she had like 90 appearances. So she doesn't have that many showings, but she's competent in the Wonder Woman tier. One could say she's up there with beings like Zatanna or Dr. Fate when it comes to her magical ability. Definitely up there with the top tier magic people. Circe is. Hopefully the evidence, no matter which continuity we're in when it comes to Circe, she's still Wonder Woman tier in New 52. She's Wonder Woman tier in the post-crisis. You know, she's just always meant to be like that writer intently. You know what I mean? But that could be just me. How strong do you think Circe is? I want to hear your thoughts below. But before I get going, I have no choice but to give a quick shout out to those that have donated to the channel. Respect Circe. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.